All right, imagine this. You're sweating over a pile of particle board instructions written in hieroglyphics. You've got a screwdriver in one hand, a death grip on your sanity with the other. I'm just rubbish at this, you yell, echoing through your flat. I should have just hired someone. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone. That, my friend, is the siren song of a fixed mindset. We all have a mindset, like a little operating system running in our brains. It's basically a collection of beliefs about what we're good at, or more often, what we're absolutely useless at. And if yours is telling you you're doomed to a life of lopsided furniture and existential despair, well, it might be time for an upgrade. This is where Carol Dweck waltzes in, a total rock star psychologist who's basically the queen of mindsets. She's figured out that what we believe about our abilities, whether we can change them or if we're stuck with them, has a massive impact on our success. Think of her as the fairy godmother of self-improvement, only with less glitter and more research papers. So, grab a cuppa, settle in, and let's dive into the wonderful world of mindsets. We're going to figure out how swapping your fixed mindset for a shiny new growth mindset can help you achieve things you never thought possible. And yes, there will be jokes. It wouldn't be my style otherwise, would it? First things first, let's define the enemy, the dreaded fixed mindset. This bad boy is basically the belief that you are what you are. End of story. Got no rhythm? You're convinced you're destined to be a dance floor disaster forever. Rubbish at maths, you avoid anything involving numbers like it's the plague. People with fixed mindsets are like those sad little hamsters running on a wheel going nowhere fast. They see a challenge and think, nope, not for me. I'm not cut out for this. They're terrified of failing because failure means they're just not good enough. And you know what? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now let's meet its cooler, more evolved cousin, the growth mindset. This beauty is all about embracing the fact that you can learn, grow, and evolve like a Pokemon, but with less shouting. You believe that with effort and a bit of grit, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Got a growth mindset, you see a challenge and think, bring it on, this might be tricky, but I'm up for it. Failure? It's just a stepping stone on the path to success, a chance to learn and get better next time. These are the people who end up doing remarkable things because they believe they can. So, why is everyone raving about this growth mindset thing? Is it some new age fad like those weird detox teas that promise to make you poop rainbows? Nah, mate, this is the real deal. Having a growth mindset is like having a superpower, only without the spandex and awkward cape situations. It can literally change your life. Let's start with school, the land of awkward puberty and questionable cafeteria food. Kids with growth mindsets see school as a giant playground of learning. Okay, maybe not a playground, more like a challenging obstacle course with occasional moments of fun. They love tackling tough problems. They're not afraid to ask for help, and they see every mistake as a chance to learn. These are the kids who end up acing their exams, not because they're naturally brilliant, but because they put in the work and they never give up. But it's not just for kids. Oh no. Imagine a world where every entrepreneur had a growth mindset. Businesses would be booming because these guys aren't afraid of a little hard work. They see setbacks as opportunities to learn and adapt. They're constantly evolving, like some sort of business-savvy chameleon. Okay, so you're convinced you want in on this growth mindset action, but how do you actually, do it? Don't worry, it's not like you need to climb a mountain or meditate with monks, though if you're into that sort of thing, knock yourself out. First up, embrace the challenge. Life is full of them, from trying to parallel park in rush hour to resisting the urge to eat an entire tub of ice cream in one sitting. Instead of shying away from challenges, see them as opportunities to flex your mental muscles. Next, let's talk about setbacks. They're going to happen. You're going to mess up, faceplant, maybe even accidentally set something on fire in the kitchen. We've all been there, right? But here's the thing, it's not about avoiding failure, it's about how you bounce back. Remember, you're not a failure, you're just a work in progress. Section 5, embrace the faceplant. It builds character and a good story. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite thing, criticism. Yeah, I know, getting criticized is about as fun as a root canal. But here's the thing, constructive criticism is like a weird backhanded gift. It might not feel great at first, but it can help you grow and improve. Think of it like this. You're a chef and you've just slaved over a complicated dish for hours. You proudly present it to your friend who takes a bite and makes a face like they just licked a toad. Your ego's probably screaming, "They're wrong, it's delicious. I even use that fancy Himalayan salt." But hold on, what if they're right? What if your dish needs a little something extra? Instead of getting defensive, ask for specific feedback. Maybe they'll suggest adding a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of herbs. You never know, their feedback could transform your culinary disaster into a masterpiece. The same goes for any area of life. If your boss gives you some constructive criticism, don't just sulk in a corner and contemplate quitting your job. See it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Section 6. Learn from your mistakes, unless you're me. One of the best things about having a growth mindset is you're not just learning from your own mistakes, thank God, because I've made enough for a lifetime. You're also learning from the successes and failures of others. Think of it as free education, without the boring lectures and uncomfortable desks. See someone absolutely killing it in their career. Don't be jealous, be inspired. Figure out what they're doing right and see if you can apply it to your own life. Read their books, listen to their podcasts, stalk them on social media. Okay, maybe not that last one. The point is, you can learn something from everyone, even if it's just what not to do. Think of it like this. You're trying to learn a new language. You could lock yourself in a room with a textbook and a dictionary, or you could immerse yourself in the language by watching films, listening to music, and talking to native speakers. Which one do you think will help you learn faster? Section 7. Inspiration stealing, but legally. Now, let's talk about the importance of enjoying the journey, because life's not all about reaching the destination, right? It's about all the weird and wonderful detours along the way. Think of it like this. You're on a road trip. You could obsess over getting to your destination as quickly as possible, stressing about traffic jams and missed exits. Or you could relax, enjoy the scenery, and stop to check out those weird roadside attractions along the way. Who's going to have more fun? Exactly. The same goes for achieving your goals. If you're constantly fixated on the end result, you're going to miss out on all the little victories and lessons learned along the way. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Give yourself permission to enjoy the process. Remember, life's too short to be miserable all the time. Section 8. Enjoy the journey even with bumpy roads and terrible service stations. Finally, it's time to talk about the most important thing. Celebrating your successes. And I don't just mean popping open a bottle of champagne when you achieve a major milestone, though, feel free to do that too. I'm talking about celebrating all the little wins along the way. Remember that time you finally nailed that difficult yoga pose? Celebrate it. How about when you managed to assemble a piece of IKEA furniture without having a complete meltdown? Celebrate that too. Did you resist the urge to reply to that annoying email with a sarcastic quip? Give yourself a pat on the back. Celebrating your successes, no matter how small, is important for a couple of reasons. First, it reinforces the idea that you're making progress, which can be super motivating when you're feeling discouraged. Second, it gives you a chance to appreciate how far you've come. Remember, you're a work in progress, and every little victory is worth celebrating. Section 9. You built that. Maybe not perfectly, but who cares? So there you have it. That's the lowdown on growth mindsets. Remember, it's not about being naturally talented or gifted. It's about believing in your ability to learn, grow, and evolve. It's about embracing challenges, learning from your mistakes, and never giving up on your dreams. Remember that IKEA furniture we talked about earlier? Well, with a growth mindset, you can conquer that flat-pack beast and build yourself a masterpiece. It might not be perfect, it might even wobble a bit, but who cares? You built it. And that, my friend, is something to be proud of. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with a treadmill and a personal trainer who keeps telling me I can do it. He's got a growth mindset. See? Me? I'm still working on it. One step at a time, right?